Hello and welcome back to the Wrestling Group. I am your host for this video, Ryan, and today we are going to be taking a look at the latest rumours around Mariah May and where her future lies. So the latest talk through the dirt sheets is that Mariah May's contract is due up at some point this year. Some report that it's due up over the summer, whilst others say it's more around November time, as she signed to AEW in November of 2023. Now, old tweets from Mariah's Twitter have appeared once again online, with Mariah May once talking about her love for WWE and how one day she would love to work for them. This seems to be being used as some sort of confirmation from the dirt sheets that May would leave AEW after just 2 short years to join the sports entertainment juggernaut. When in reality, I'm sure if you go back through most wrestlers' social media, then it'll probably be the same. Mariah May came from Stardom to AEW, but it's in AEW where she quickly found success, getting over massively as a heel against Toni Storm in what was the feud of the year for women's wrestling in 2024. She is seen as an AEW original by fans, and if she was to leave and join the WWE, I feel this one would hurt AEW fans. We've seen wrestlers jump between both companies in the past, but Mariah would be the biggest name to leave AEW for WWE since Cody Rhodes, in the fact that she, for the whole of last year, was one of the biggest stars in the company. Whereas ones that have left since haven't quite been as big. The likes of Ricky Starks and Aleister Black and Rusev, they've not been in AEW massive names like Mariah does. So Mariah came into AEW under the tutelage of AEW Women's Champion at the time, Toni Storm. May then went on to win the 2024 Women's Owen Cup, defeating the 2023 winner, Willow Nightingale, in the final. Afterwards, May turned heel on her mentor and best friend in brutal fashion. Mariah would then go on to capture the AEW Women's Championship against Storm at All In Wembley in August. Mariah May would hold the title for 174 days and solidify herself as a main eventer and the top heel of the women's division. At Grand Slam Australia in 2025, Toni was able to recapture the AEW Women's Championship, which would then lead into the Hollywood ending match at the Revolution pay-per-view, which Toni Storm would also win, bringing an end to their storyline, and Mariah has yet to return to television since. So rumours started around Mariah May's future after she was not included in this year's Owen Hart tournament, and it has escalated since then, with the latest stories suggesting that May is in fact waiting for her contract to expire before she jumps ship. Where they actually get this information from, though, is beyond me. They claim it from being inside sources, but a lot of the time it pans to nothing. Like we've seen it before where they'll say Mariah May is expected to join WWE, and in 2 weeks' time it'll be Mariah May is expected to re-sign with AEW. So Mariah May's best friend in real life, Mina Shirakawa, is due to come into AEW very, very soon. So it would be surprising if Mariah was then due to leave the company, as they were already involved in a mini storyline last year during Mariah's run as champion. It seems the most likely rivalry for Mina when she comes in to AEW full time. And on WWE's side, it would be a big get in terms of taking one of AEW's current top stars, but I don't actually see where she would fit into WWE currently. NXT already has a strong women's division with the likes of Julia, Stephanie Vaquer, Jordan Grace, Zarya, Roxanne Perez, etc. And although the main roster has gone stale, I fail to see where she could come in and be used any differently by WWE Creative than the other blondes that are already on the shows, Charlotte Flairs and Tiffany Strattons. Mariah has proven she can be a top heel and would need to go into the WWE as exactly that, but I don't see that being possible right now. So for me, Mariah should stay in AEW for at least another 2 years. She had a great debut year in the US, but it remains to be seen if, outside of her story with Toni Storm, if Mariah can actually stay at the top. She might have been kept from TV recently to undergo like a repackaging of sorts, as her last gimmick was heavily revolved around Toni Storm. If she still then wants her move to WWE, they could look at it again in a few years' time. WWE isn't going anywhere. And in another couple of years, she would have been more established and wouldn't run the risk of slipping into the background. Also, in 2 or 3 more years down the line, most of the NXT's women's division that I've just mentioned earlier would have already been called up to the main roster, which would leave space for Mariah to come in and start in NXT. So one thing is for sure, by the end of this year, we will know where Mariah May's future lies. So let me know in the comment section below, where do you expect to see Mariah May come the end of 2025? Will she stay in AEW, or will she in fact jump ship and go to WWE either via NXT or straight to the main roster? Let us know in the comments what your thoughts and feelings are, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe to the wrestling group today.